Welcome to the MLP channel.
Hello guys, and welcome again to the C# programming series. Today's episode is going to be about variables. So what are variables? Essentially, variables are names for values. What does that mean, you're asking?
What the fuck is that?
So, assuming I have the value 80, okay? And I want to give it a name. How do I do that? Very simple, actually. I type the keyword int, which is which its meaning is a whole number. So I have the type int, and then I write its name. If I want to call the value 80x, I type int x, and then I have an equal sign, and then its value 80. Okay, so what do I do if I want to have a value of something with text? How do I do that? I simply type string, which is the keyword for a value with text in it, and I open quotation marks and type the value, like this is value. Of course, every line in this C# program is ended by semicolon. Okay? Oh, I forgot to give it a name. This is string. Let's call it string 1. Okay? And assuming I want to have a variable with only one char in it, one character in it. So I just use the keyword char, then give it a name like chr, and then I give it its value. And I'm using a single quote mark, and I write, assuming I want it to be p. So I just write p, and then end it with a semicolon. Okay? So the problem with integers are that they can't hold anything with fractures in it. Like an int can be 80, it can be 70, it can be 200,071, but it can't be 1.5. It just can't. So I'm going to need to use the the keyword double. And what double means is a number which has a decimal point in it, meaning it can hold something after the decimal point. So I have the double x double, okay, and then I give it a value like 1.1. Okay, so how do you give names to variables? So in C#, essentially there are certain codes or norms of how you write the names of your variables. If you're not going to use these norms, you're not going to be as respected programmer as you would wish. So when typing a variable name, start it with a lowercase letter, like this. So assuming this integer, which is a full number, as you remember, is going to have the age of the smallest brother in the family. So I'm going to call it small. You see, I start with a lowercase letter. Then when I'm switching word in the name, so like small brother, I type a capital letter. So I type small brother, and then I need to use another word. So I start a capital letter again. Small brother age. Okay? Then let's say the smallest brother in the family is 15 years old. Okay? So how do I use this after I created it? What do I do with it? So there's this small brother, okay? He has an age, but what do I do with it now? Assuming I want to show I want to show the user the age of the brother, I just use the the command from last tutorial, You remember it? Console.writeLine. Then I type the name of the variable. So I type small brother age. You see, I can just find it from the auto filling and press enter. And then if I end it with a semicolon and run, pressing Ctrl F5, you can see I get 15, which is the age of the smallest brother.
Gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal. And you already know me, S-A-G-E. Gas pedal, gas pedal.
Okay, if I want to add any text to it, I just open the quotation marks, okay, type the text in, so the smallest brother in the family, and then after the quotation marks I put a plus sign, okay, and then there's the small brother age, and then I put another plus sign and type year old. Wait a second, year old. Okay, wait a second, I forgot to put an is. So what I think is going to be the output now? You guessed it, the small brother in the family is 15 years old. But what if the brother is aged in a year? How do I change the integer? How do I do it? It's very simple. You just go down a line and type small brother age is equal to, if he's grown in a year, is equal to small brother age plus 1. Okay? So now if I use the output message again, you could see he's now 16 years old. Okay? So besides using plus, you could also use a minus and then he would be 14 years old. Or you could use a multiply. So let's say the small brother age is now equal to 5 multiplied by 6. Okay, so what would be his age now? It would be 30. Wow. The smallest brother in the family is now 30 years old. Not so young. And divide is by this. But I would cover all of them in another tutorial, okay? This is just small intro to that. Just you don't even have to remember all of this. Okay? So let's do a quick recap of what we've done today. We've learned about the int type, okay, and we've learned that it can hold numbers. Let's say 6 or 60 or 600 or 6,000 or 60,000. It can hold any of these values. It can hold even 60,000 plus 1.
XDDDDDDDD.
Doesn't matter. And whenever you want to use the value 60,000 plus 1, you just use the A. The difference in double and int is that a double can hold decimal pointed numbers and an integer can't. Okay? A string can hold text, and you can later use that text. And a character or char can hold a single character value. A boolean can hold one of two values, true or false. And these are the only things it can hold. So that's about it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed viewing this video.
Thanks for watching. Leave a like or dislike. Subscribe for more of this.